To start off sprint 3, last week we talked about having to connect the constituent data with the other data, such as household accounts or the affiliations with each other or the addresses with one another. And we were able to fix that problem. Essentially, we were able to come into Salesforce and make a related activity, essentially. So to show you guys this real quick, if you come over here and click on Travis, for example, you can come over here to related, and then you can see how Travis is affiliated with the 011 affiliation, which then also, you can connect the address. So for example, if 4 people were living in one home and all 4 were donors, as we discussed in class, we don't want to send out 4 different mailers to this house. So now we can send out, one letter to this house thanking them, and it would be affiliated under the affiliation, which will also include the address once it's added with all the constituent data. So to continue on with Sprint 3, this week we actually had 5 user stories. The first one being manage affiliation, then manage address, then generate constituent report, generate a household report, and finally generate an organization report. So to start out with manage affiliation, we can come over here and go to more, and we can come down and see affiliations. And as I explained before, the affiliations, we just had to make sure that each affiliation had an ID so that we could link it up with the specific people or the specific household or specific organization, whatever it may be. We met all the acceptance criteria, having when they started, when they ended, if they're primary or non-primary, if they're former or current member, and adding a description as well. So we met all that acceptance criteria. We also had to meet the manage address user story, so we can come over here quickly to addresses, and we can see that each address has a primary key, and that allows us to, as I explained, go into the related with a constituent or household organization, whatever, and link all these people or organizations together by the affiliation ID and the address ID. Generating the reports, so I'll give you one example right now. We can come down to, I think it's right here, reports, and we can go ahead and create a new report. And for the basis of the time of the video, we haven't completely completed all the affiliations and the related constituent data with the address data. So that's where we'll see some, faults in this week's sprint. However, I can show you real quick that, report can be created. So coming over here, for example, as I showed you previously in the video, that we set up the constituent Travis, right, with the affiliation, and it creates a report. And essentially, you can run this report and save this report however, Habitat would want to do that, but it would give you all the constituents with the same affiliation, and you can filter that out later with however you want it. Or for example, if you wanted to only send letters to people with the birthday of a current time period or whatever, you can send that filter. So as for the overview of the sprint, we met all the acceptance criteria, and we have completed all the reports and the affiliation and addresses for this week. Thank you.